Hello and welcome to another story. Today we're going to read Pepe the Lamplighter by Elisa Bartone. Or Barton. Barton? Yeah. Pepe tried hard to find a job. I could sweep the floor and put new sawdust down, he told Gennaro the butcher. Sorry, Pepe. Business has been slow, Gennaro answered. I could wash the glasses, he told Don Salvatore, the bartender. Maybe when you're older, Pepe, said Don Salvatore. I could help make the turon and string the hazelnuts, he told Antoinetta, the candy maker. Sorry, Pepe, she answered. He even went to Fat Mary, the cigar maker. I could count the cigars and put them in boxes, he told her, but she didn't need him either. Then one day he met Domicio, the lamplighter, on the street. I heard from Don Salvatore that you are looking for a job, the lamplighter said. I'm going back to Italy to get my wife. Will you light the lamps while I am gone and save my job for me? Oh, yes, D'Amico. Thank you, Pepe answered. Then he ran all the way home, anxious to share his good news. Papa, Nicolina, Maurizia, I have a job, he shouted. Beginning tomorrow, I will light the street lamps. Nicolina hugged him. Maurizia kissed his cheeks. Asciutta hopped up and down and clapped her hands, but Papa sat silent and still, his face like stone. Did I come to America for my son to light the street lamps, he said. Then he walked out, slamming the door behind him. Pepe hung his head. Don't mind him, said Filomena. He's sick. He doesn't realize what he's saying, said Angelina. Papa loves you, said Annalena. It's a good job, Pepe, said Assunta. Pepe tugged gently on Assunta's hair and smiled at them, but he did not really feel like smiling. Each evening at twilight, Pepe took out the long stick of the lamplighter and passed through the streets. He reached high for the first street lamp, poked open the glass, and set the lamp aflame. Then one by one he lit them all, and each one Pepe imagined to be a small flame of promise for the future. What a joyful feeling it was to light the street lamps. It was almost like lighting candles in church for special favors from the saint. This one is for Gallia. May she have the chance to marry well. This is for Adelina. May she have a dress that she likes. This for work for Nicolina in the biscuit company. Piecework for Angelina. For many gloves to sew. This is so that Assunta learns good English in school. Good pay to embroider I wish for Mauricia. And for Filomena, may she learn to like New York. This is for Albania, for strength to help the orphans. This is for my mother. May she look on us with pleasure. This one is for Papa. May heaven help his heart. This one is for me, that I will always be able to help D'Amico light the lamps. Once, when Pepe got home, Papa was watching from the window. You belong to the streets, he shouted. Pepe sat on the stoop past his bedtime. Then he cried himself to sleep when no one would hear. In the morning, his shoulders drooped just a little. Hey, Pepe, don't look so sad, Fat Mary teased, and Pepe tried not to. But Papa stayed angry. You'll never amount to anything, he grumbled. Gallia took Pepe's hand in hers. Don't worry about it, she said. Pepe, look up when you walk, Nicolina reminded him as he left for work. Pepe tried, but when he came home, Papa turned away. I don't even want to look at you. You make me so ashamed, he said. You never play with me anymore, Pepe, said Assunta. Pepe just lowered his eyes and didn't answer. And from then on, he rushed through lamplighting of the streets, sometimes forgetting which was which. It's a stupid job, he said to himself, and he began to imagine that people of the neighborhood laughed behind his back. Soon he would not show his face outside the tenant, and one night the streets of Little Italy were dark. "Where is Pepe the lamplighter?" said the people one to another. Pepe sat in his kitchen, head in his arms, and on that night Assunta did not come home. Galia kept glancing out the window, and Alina let the macaroni cook too long. Papa walked back and forth, back and forth. He didn't eat much dinner, and pushed away his coffee without taking one sip. Dove, Dove mia babina, they heard him mutter. No matter how big she got, Assunta would always be his baby. Um, that means Dove mi bambina, that means where is my baby? No matter how big she got, Assunta would always be his baby. Finally he spoke. "Pepe," he pleaded, "don't be stubborn. Light the lamps." Pepe couldn't believe what he was hearing. "But I can't light the lamps, Papa," he said. "I don't want to belong to the streets. I don't want to grow up to be a beggar. You brought us to America to do better things. I have to study and be a doctor, maybe." "The streets are dark, Pepe," said Papa. "Assunta is frightened. Tonight, the job of the lamplighter is an important job. Please, Pepe, light the lamps. You will make me proud." Pepe could not refuse his father. Quietly, he put on his coat and collected his things. Outside, he reached high for the first street lamp and set it aflame. Then, one by one, he lit them all. Each one, he whispered, "May Assunta be safe tonight." At last, behind the last street lamp, the one that Pepe always lit for himself, he found her, huddled against it, unable to move for fear of the dark. He picked her up. "Why didn't you light the lamps for us, Pepe?" she asked. "I'm sorry, Assunta," he answered. "Pepe, when I'm bigger, I want to be like you. I want to light the street lamps, and I think it must be the best job in America." "The best job?" said Pepe, wondering. "You scare the dark away," Assunta told him. Pepe smiled and held her tighter. He glanced up at the last street lamp. "You can light this lamp tonight, Assunta." He helped her hold her stick. On the way home, Assunta fell asleep in Pepe's arms. As Pepe walked, he held up his head, and his eyes were bright again. Pepe walked into the tenement and climbed the stairs to their apartment. Assunta was still sleeping. 6 sisters ran to embrace them both. They Then they had to make room for their father. For the first time in a long time, he put his hand on Pepe's shoulder. "It's a good job, Pepe," he said. "Light the lamps. You make me proud." So Pepe lit the street lamps once again, pretending with all his might that each one was a small flame of promise for tomorrow, like it used to. And that is Pepe the Lighter. Thank you so much for listening.